What's up, guys? It's Spike here, um, and I look like crap. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about long distance relationships because I think everybody has something to say about long distance relationships. And I made another video about this, but I feel like it's necessary to make a video about this because I constantly hear people whining and complaining about long distance relationships. So, let me just touch on a few points people have. One of the most common things I hear is, how do you know they're not cheating? I really don't think this is different from any other relationship. When you talk about something like cheating, there are cheaters and there are people that are faithful. For some people, it might be harder to be faithful when they're in a long distance relationship. However, those people generally don't gravitate towards long distance relationships. There are a lot of people, however, over the internet that will get in these little joke online relationships, and they will be in multiple relationships at one time. I personally think this is okay, as long as there's an understanding. However, I don't agree with it. I could never, ever, ever be in more than one relationship at a time. However, and I could never be okay with my partner being in more than one relationship at a time. However, I think it's important to understand that this happens both in online long distance and in real life. If someone's okay with just messing around and being in more than one relationship at a time, that's the person. It has nothing to do with whether or not they're in online relationships. So lying and cheating really isn't reduced when it's a closer relationship, and I think such the idea is wrong to say that it is. If you trust the person, you trust them. If you don't, you don't. And if they're far away, I don't think that it makes a difference. Second of all, there are people saying you don't get to touch them, kiss them, whatever. First of all, that doesn't mean that there's no connection that's physical. Yeah, you can't physically touch the other person, but you can, as long as you have video chat, I think that makes it a lot better, honestly. To have some video chat. Me and my girlfriend didn't always have video chat, but I honestly think video chat is a useful tool to have if you're going to be in a long distance relationship. And you can still look into their eyes. Technically, you can't kiss them, but you can, in a way. A lot of people will do role play, and not just sexual role play, but like people will do stuff like hugs you, as a text. And I don't know how many other people do that, but that's so there is sort of a connection there. The connection, while it may not be able to be like you can touch the person, there still is a connection. And I don't go talking about certain things in my relationship because I think that stuff is private matter. I can tell the world that I love this person, but I don't need to say anything else. But I do know that some people have found that there are other ways to do sexual things. In a long distance relationship, it is possible. You can't actually have sex, but there are things you can do for your partner in a long distance relationship. And I think one of another point people will, try to make. Are there any other points? I mean, I'm sure I had heard one other thing. Oh yeah, you never get to see them. That's what people will say. You never get to see them. First of all, Skype. Second of all, phone calls, so you can hear their voice. Skype, you can hear their voice too, but you can just call them. You can text them, so you get to spend as much time with them as they're available to spend. You can, for example, I can't really talk to her in school, but occasionally I'll send her a text. Even in school, and we get to talk after school. We spend a lot more time than some couples that aren't in long distance relationships. We spend more time together than some of them. And if you want to talk about never get to see each other, well, if a long distance relationship works for long enough, then yes, you do get to see each other. Just like a couple could get together, move, get married, whatever. Eventually, that's the type of stuff that could happen from a long distance relationship. You could move in together, move to the same place. So eventually, yes, you do get to see the person. I think people who are thinking that way are just thinking on a short term level, and for some people, that's fine. They'd rather just do things short term. That's not me. And I'm just really tired of cynicism when it comes to these long distance relationships. I think some of the comments people would say are, oh, it's never gonna work, or oh, that's just too darn far, or it just seems annoying. But that's them. If you need the physical aspect of a relationship, then you need the physical aspect of a relationship. I don't need that. Does it add something nice to a relationship? Yes. But to put it simply, I'd rather be with someone I want to be with, someone I love that lives far away, than be with someone I don't want to be with that lives right here. Because eventually I will get to be with that person if it works out. So people who say it will never work because of the distance obviously have just had a bad experience. Some people, long distance relationships don't work for them. That's fine. Don't get in a long distance relationship. But usually people just feel the need to go making fun of people who are in long distance relationships or not taking their relationships seriously. This is absolute baloney. A long distance relationship can mean just as much as any sort of relationship of people that live close to each other. And people who say otherwise are really just seeing from a one sided perspective. It's just saying that people in long distance relationship don't really have real relationships, or yeah, I'll have people saying that to me, like, if she lives that far away, how is she your girlfriend? What, because we haven't been able to actually kiss? Oh my gosh, because we all know that kissing is the most important thing in a relationship. How is she my girlfriend? Let's see. I talk to her every day. Okay? I tell her that I love her, and some people don't even do that in their, relationships at all. And I care about her, and people still would think that it's not a serious relationship or not a real relationship. I don't even know how to describe how stupid and closed minded such a mentality is. Seriously, grow up. A relationship isn't seeing how far you can get with the other person. A relationship is, the purpose of a relationship is to see how well it works. And if a relationship works well enough, then it will eventually lead to living in the same house and creating a family. That's the purpose of a relationship. And I think people have lost any sense of that, lost any sense of really seeing if they're the right person for you. All people will do is just try to find a companion that they can do sexual stuff with for the time being. This is ridiculous and this is stupid. Spike here. Peace out. Quit whining.